Okay, turning away from the tech earnings, and investors will be poring over the details of the trade truce between the US and China that was announced on Thursday after Presidents Trump and Xi met for the first time in 6 years. Beijing saying it will suspend export restrictions on rare earth minerals for 1 year, whilst Donald Trump says he'll reduce tariffs on Chinese goods linked to the supply of chemicals used in the production of fentanyl. Now, the deal would also see China resume purchases of US soybeans. Earlier, I spoke to Diana Furchtgott-Roth, the adjunct professor of economics at George Washington University, and she told me a little bit more about whether this truce will last or not.
Well, it wouldn't calm the markets long term because it's only for a year, and this agreement is only for a year. And we should remember that China always breaks its promises. It broke its promise to Hong Kong in Xinjiang for the Paris Agreement to reduce emissions. But it looks good on the surface. On the surface, China is going to allow critical mineral exports. It's going to buy American soybeans. But we should always be aware of the realities that China is a threat to the West. China is helping Russia, it's helping Iran, and we need to be aware that we need to treat China carefully and not believe everything that the Communist Party tells President Trump.
Okay, so we've got that window of 1 year. Economically, what can be achieved?
Well, first of all, I would say that nothing has yet been signed. So this is a framework. They haven't yet signed anything. At any point, President Xi could make President Trump annoyed, the way Mark Carney in Canada has made President Trump annoyed, and he might throw the whole thing up in the air. So the important thing is for the United States to continue its own production of critical minerals, buying more critical minerals from its allies, expediting permits for mines. And it's still important to press ahead to be independent. But in the meantime, things look like they've calmed down, and critical minerals are going to start to flow back into the United States. More important for the farmers, China is going to start buying American soybeans again, because farmers were left without this agreement with a lot of soybeans that they couldn't sell because they were growing them for the Chinese market.